Good morning, Sagittarius. Long time, no talk, no see. Yes, I'm in my pajamas again. I'm telling you, I stay in my pajamas anymore. That's all I do. That is all I do. I am using my Miss Cleo deck, which is so funny if you're old enough to remember Miss Cleo. But it's really the traditional tarot deck, which is kind of fun. They're colorful cards and they're very, very easy to read. So here I am in my pajamas reading my Miss Cleo cards to my Sagittarian friends. Hope everybody's been doing well. I took a little time off, and like I was telling Scorpio, I can't take too much time off, because if I take too much time off, I'll be like, not today, not today, not today. I was getting in that energy. I said, oh Lord, I gotta hurry up, make a video again, or I'm never gonna want to make another one. It's just, you know, they take a lot of energy. They really do. They take a lot out of me sometimes. So with that being said, sorry, I've got other decks sitting out here that I gotta deal with. My table is getting so congested. All right, let's do energy oracle cards for Sagittarius. Energy oracle card for Sagittarius. All right, these are my literary witches deck. I love these, although sometimes they involve reading. Got two. Actually, these are my art oracle cards. I was like, whew, I don't want to have to read two of those because I'm half blind and I have to grab my glasses. Those are my art oracle cards. That one definitely wanted to come out. Definitely. These are my literary witches. Alright. Literary witches cards. Give me a literary witch oracle card for my Sagittarian friends who are watching. Almost everybody in my family is a Sagittarian. I am a Scorpio though. Alright, Romance Angel. Lots of loves energy in this deck. What in the world is going on with you, Sagittarius? Lots of cups. You are feeling a lot of love. Oh. And I'm going to take both of those. All right, so the first card that I have is the Ten of Swords. Somebody has been feeling betrayed, left for dead, abandoned. But more than that, I'm basically getting with this card is that everything that, you know, you have been doing, everything that you've kind of been putting out there, the energy you've been putting out there has not turned out well for you. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you because shit happens. You know, maybe you were very comfortable and happy living your life a certain way. And this is the way you've always lived your life. And you've always kind of gotten by like just barely gotten by, you know, and in and out of, you know, situations that barely touched, you know, always landing on your feet. But now it's like the situations that you have been putting yourself in have been more harmful to you than what they have been in the past. And the reason why is because the universe is trying to show you this is not the way. This no longer resonates with you. And that is the reason why you're feeling this way now. That this whole lifestyle you've been living, it no longer resonates with you. And it's really time to do something else. We have man holding a coin. basically what I'm getting with this is that you've been focused on your money. You've been focused on making some improvements in your life, really kind of turning things around, this energy. You know, instead of doing these things that you used to do for fun or like your lifestyle, you're really focused on, you've set some goals, you're really focused on getting your own now that nobody can take from you. That message just came through clearly. We have Ace of Swords. And basically, like, the first thing that popped in my head when I got this card was, you know, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I mean, that message just came through, and that's basically what you're doing. You're kind of rising from the ashes like the phoenix with this energy here. And you're making best of the situation that you've been given. And you're really working with it, and you're working with the energy because you're understanding now. You're understanding energy now. Basically, what you put out there is what you get back. That message just clearly came through. So I have two art oracle cards, and these are a little hard to read, and I got two of them. Two of them fell out, so I'm going to do both of them. This video may be a little longer than 20 minutes. I know my Scorpio was. Lots of messages this week, it seems. Cindy Sherman, don't be yourself, be yourselves. Tell the truth in every fiction. Take a good long look in someone else's mirror. Well, this is pretty clear. Don't be yourself, be yourselves. This has to do with your dark and your light side, your light and your shadow. You're basically, you're both. You're incorporating both. You know, you always kind of had, you know, this outgoing personality. Where people are very drawn to you because you've always been very charismatic, and that is the person that people see. Well, then you have kind of like this dark shadow side that people don't know about, that people are starting to see now. People are starting to see it because you can't keep your mask on forever. And because this mask has came off and people are starting to see you for how you really are, it's kind of created this here where people are kind of calling you out on your shit and you're almost feeling attacked, okay? But the thing is, this is what had to happen. This had to happen in order for you to kind of incorporate the two. And you need to love your shadow because that's you as well. And you can really start being more authentic now. And those who stay are the ones that really love you instead of people who are drawn to the mask, because fake attracts fake and real attracts real. Tell the truth in every fiction. You know, I feel differently about truth. People are like, oh, that person's a liar. You know what? Everyone's truth is different. And my truth might not be the same as your truth. I might see things differently than you. And I feel like this is how you've always operated. You've always operated that way. You will tell the truth and people will be like, whoa, that's not true. Well, to you it is. To you it is, and that's perfect, and that's okay. And find somebody who's all right with that, with your truth. Take a good long look in someone else's mirror. Well, I feel like these situations here happen so you could really get a good look at yourself because you didn't really see yourself the way others did. People were like, oh, this person's like a villain or they're this, that, or whatever else. And no, you were just being, being you. I feel like you kind of put on this front because you felt like people would not approve of you, the real you, if they really knew how you really were. And once again, people who love you will love both parts of you, just like that's what you need to do, love your shadow and your light side. And this is how you'll know who's really truly for you. Live to serve to solve. Invent the words by which to live your life. Great heights are best seen from the lowest point. Well, first of all, and I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised if the Tower card's in here. I haven't seen it yet, but it's almost like that Tower moment where you just feel really low right now. But great heights are best seen from your lowest point. So where you're at right now is where you're going to have the most growth. And that's what it's all about, is growth and really seeing yourself in that mirror, but accepting and loving yourself in spite of it. Don't judge yourself. And be yourself. Take that mask off, and whoever wants to be, whoever you attract, that is who you attract. That is the reason why you've been attracting all kinds of people who are not for you, because you have not been your authentic self out of fear of rejection, or that people weren't going to approve. Live to serve, serve to solve. Live to serve yourself. I feel like you've spent your whole life trying to please others, trying to be what they want you to be. And that is very exhausting. So live to serve yourself first and foremost. And that's what it always needs to be. And then you'll attract what's really truly for you. Invent the words by which to live your life. And I feel like you've had, maybe you've had key phrases. Maybe you've had words that you've used. But maybe, these really did resonate with you. You really, did believe these things. And you still do, but maybe, it's time to key new phrases, coin new phrases for yourself. Serve yourself. That's, I feel like, maybe you even have something that you've always said that people always kind of took the wrong way. You don't have to explain yourself, but maybe be more clear about it. And we have the Eight of Swords here again. This is that feeling like I feel like you're maybe going through a dark night of the soul, not even knowing who you are anymore. Really having a lost sense of identity. But the message that's coming through is you have not lost your identity. You've just seen yourself through different eyes, a new perspective. And this happens so that you can learn to love yourself more. And like I said, take off that mask. Take it off. Leave it off. Be yourself. Be authentic. But if you are going through a dark night of the soul, I had someone contact me the other day and said they were going through a dark night of the soul and couldn't sleep. And a dark night of the soul is very terrifying. It acts like depression. It can feel like anxiety. If you can't sleep in the middle of the night, go sit outside under the stars. Walk out there barefoot. I'm telling you, it's so grounding. Get out around water, just any little stream of water, just anything. I know I get in the bathtub when that really helps me a lot. I'm such a water person, and just soaking in a bathtub just does everything for me. Natural, authentic, real, and organic. This is the energy I've been getting with this, is that you're about to be more real and more organic and authentic. And the thing is, when this happens, you're going to lose people. And the reason why you're going to lose people is because they were not your people to begin with. So, this happens, but then people who are your people will come in. You'll attract your soul tribe, people who are more of a soul resonance with you. So, this can be challenging. It happened for me. I lost family, friends, but I had to take my flip-flops off. Queen of Cups. This here is that love that you've been looking for in all of the wrong places. But I don't really feel like you were really looking for love before. I feel like you were really looking for admiration and validation. And, that sort of that you wanted people to think that, you were really great. Really someone to look up to, that, all that in a bag of chips that just came up. Weren't really looking for love, but I feel like you found it. You found love. And this is someone who's known you all along, who's seen you with your mask off, and who still loves you, has loved you in spite of it all. And you know who this person is. You know this. And when the time is right, this is someone who you are going to be moving toward after you go through this thing that you're going through now. And that person will be there, because it is true love. I've kind of skipped over one, but you know, this is the romance of a lifetime. This is true love. This person will be there. They're not going anywhere because what's for you, you cannot lose. I mean, you can run away from it, you can cut it off, this person can leave you, come back, but if you're meant to be together, you're meant to be together. We have Emily Dickinson, The Soul. Wow. Let me grab my book, and hopefully I don't have to grab my glasses. I love Emily Dickinson, but she is really dark. Trying to get comfortable. Everything hurts. Spiritual life, the inner world, the unknown is what this card stands for. Emily Dickinson, 1830 to 1886, and understand I'm blind, spent her whole life in Amherst, Massachusetts, refusing conventional religion and her prominent family's exhausting social schedule. She instead cultivated a unique spiritual and social life. She wrote long letters to her friends, worked in her garden, and created strikingly original poetry about God, death, pain, and love. When Dickinson died, even those closest to her were shocked to find her life's work of 1,800 poems neatly folded in a drawer. Wow. I'm a writer too. I used to write a lot of letters. I blog. Writing is really helps me a lot. So as a writer, I really resonate with that. But basically with this card, what I'm getting here with the soul is this is who you really are. You are not who you thought you were. And that is the crisis that you're going through right now. You are not who you thought you were. And you know what? You came here to have all these experiences that you had, so don't judge them. I mean, don't judge yourself. Everything that you've done, you were supposed to do. That's what you came here to do. And also the message that's coming through is that all of these people who you feel like, are against you or whatever and who hate you, you taught them as well. You taught them as well. And now they are kind of going within and kind of going through what you're going through because you held up a mirror as well. And so it all was perfect. But you're going through this crisis not knowing who you are anymore. Well, you're your soul first and foremost, this eternal soul. You are not your body, your mind, and what you do for a living. Those are not who you are. We have 10 of Cups, and I feel like this 10 of Cups and this Queen of Cups, this is the same energy, clarified by the true love. This is that, reaching this. When I said that after you have cleared out all of these things here, that this person, this true love is going to still be there. And you're going to have this. You're going to have this 10 of Cups reunion. And it's going to be perfect. And this is the highest possible outcome that you can have in your love life right now. And this is coming, and I feel like it's coming really soon. You're being prepared for it right now, universally. Page of Cups. Learning to appreciate the little things in life. And I feel like this is something you've really done now. Like you've really slowed down, learned to smell the roses, kind of look around you, and really appreciate the small things in life. Really had like a pause. Maybe, you've been a workaholic. You've always been in this hustle, overworking type of mode, this type A personality. And now you're more of, and I don't like labels, but I'm just giving an example. I mean, now you're a type B personality. Slowing down, taking it easy, learning that you attract money. Money comes towards you. You just have to focus your energy on it. Good things come towards you. And sometimes it's not even money. Maybe it's an opportunity. Maybe you thought you had to pay a bill and, you call and they're like, oh, you don't even have to pay that much. You only have to pay like a half or a third of what you thought you had to pay. The universe works like that sometimes too. You deserve love. You are lovable. I feel like maybe you didn't feel like you deserved love for a long time. because of these personality traits that you have. The fact that I feel like that's the reason why you wore the mask. You know, so you could kind of feel what it feels like to experience love, even though it was not real, because that person didn't even know you or see you for what you were. And then when the mask fell off, they were like, whoa, I'm out of here. Because that love was, and it wasn't love, it was conditions. You know, they thought you were this way or that way. And as long as you were doing this or doing that, they still showed love towards you, which really it wasn't. It was, you know, this fear-based lust, passion thing that fades. And because that happened to you so many times, you felt like you weren't lovable. But like I said, once you take off your mask and you become who you really are, you will have the love that you desire. You already do. That love is already with you. It has never left. Two of Cups is reunion. This is a reunion energy. You are coming together with the one that you love, the one that really loves you and you really love, and you've loved the whole time. But you had to go all through all of these things so that you could really step into your true self and really see for yourself what love really is and what it isn't. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Because, you know, you kind of have some of this not feeling, sorry, my body's killing me sitting here. You have some of this undesirable energy where you feel like you're not desirable. You know, it's like this self-concept that you have that's not true. You've been kind of reluctant to express your love because you feel like it might be fleeting too. Maybe this person, you know, will do this as well because, you know, maybe this person has done that. Maybe this person has left you. They've seen you for what you really are and they have left. But they come back because whatever's for you will always return. You will never lose it. And sometimes people have to learn not to be so conditional. If you love someone, really love the soul in someone, the soul, you will see past anything else. In fact, anything else will be perfect because you have two authentic people who are coming from their soul energy and not their energy, their ego energy. You know, because once you get the ego out of the way and you get down to who a person is on a soul level, you see past anything going on in the physical world and you understand what it's for taking off mask and becoming more authentic. I mean, that's all I can say about that. I mean, it does happen. But definitely don't be scared to express your love to this person here because they're not going anywhere. Well, thank you, Sagittarius. Thank you for watching. I'm doing all the whole month of August $25 readings. If you would like to reach out to me, I'll include my email address in the description of the video. Thank you for watching.